people. Welcome to the Fortune Living podcast, the podcast where we talk about how to improve our lives. On today's episode, I'll be talking about a topic that is very familiar with creatives. It is how to overcome creative blocks. Creative blocks can be frustrating and demotivating, preventing us from making progress and achieving our goals. But fear not, in this podcast, I'll explore the various ways you can overcome creative blocks and unleash your full creative potential. I'll discuss common types of creative blocks, the impact they can have on your mental health and productivity, alongside strategies for overcoming them. So, whether you're an artist, writer, musician, or simply someone who wants to inject more creativity into their lives, this episode is for you. Join me as I dive into the world of creativity and explore how you can overcome creative blocks and reach new levels of inspiration and productivity. Have you ever felt like you couldn't think of any new ideas or inspiration just wasn't coming to you? That feeling of being creatively stuck is what is called a creative block. Creative blocks can happen to anyone, whether you're an artist, writer, musician, or just someone trying to think outside the box. It occurs for many reasons, such as fear of failure, self doubt, burnout, or a lack of inspiration. And it can also be caused by external factors, such as pressure from deadlines or feeling like you're in a creative rut. It can manifest in different ways depending on the field, but some of the most common examples are writer's block, artist block, musician's block, designer's block, and entrepreneurial block. All this occurs when people in this field find it difficult to create new ideas. Creative block can lead to anxiety, stress, and even depression. It's easy to feel like you're not good enough or that you've lost your touch, and this negative thinking can be harmful to your mental health and make it even harder to overcome the creative block. However, it's important to remember that creative blocks are a normal part of the creative process. It's okay to take a break and come back to work with fresh eyes. In fact, taking a break can be beneficial for both mental health and productivity. It allows you to recharge and come back with renewed energy and mind. Having spoken with a lot of creatives and from my personal experiences, I gathered the many methods you can use to get your creativity flowing again. First is taking a break. Taking breaks can help to alleviate the pressures of needing to create perfect work and allow for mistakes and experimentation. You might also want to change your environment. A change of scenery can help to stimulate new ideas and perspectives as well as break down mental barriers. You might also seek for inspiration amongst works done by other creatives. You can also try something new. Also, you might want to collaborate with others. This approach can allow you to get feedback and generate new ideas. These are just a few examples of how these methods have worked for others. By trying out different approaches, you can find out what works best for you and get your creativity flowing again. Now, while the methods I shared earlier are effective for many people, there are some less common approaches that can be helpful in overcoming creative blocks, and they are firstly meditation. Meditation can help you quiet your mind and reduce stress, allowing for increased focus and creativity. It can also help to create a sense of inner peace, which can be helpful in overcoming mental blocks. Secondly, you might want to try exercise. A study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology found that walking can increase creative thinking by up to 60%. Exercise is not only beneficial for physical health but also for mental health. It can boost your mood, reduce stress, and increase energy level, which can also help to overcome creative blocks. Sometimes creative blocks can be caused by deeper underlying issues such as anxiety or depression, and this is where therapy comes in. Therapy can help to address these issues and provide tools to overcome mental barriers that may be hindering creativity. Mind mapping is also a creative technique that involves visually organizing thoughts and ideas. It can help to generate new ideas and overcome mental blocks by connecting seemingly unrelated concepts and creating new pathways for thinking. Similar to collaboration, brainstorming can help you generate new ideas and perspective. This approach involves bouncing ideas off others and building upon each other's thoughts to create something new and unique. These less common methods may not be as well known as some of the others that I have shared, but they can be just as effective in overcoming creative blocks. By trying out different approaches and experimenting with new techniques, you can find out what works best for you and get your creative juices flowing again. The science behind these methods is rooted in the connection between the brain and the body. Our physical and mental health are interconnected, and by taking care of one, you can improve the other. For example, meditation has been shown to activate the prefrontal cortex, which is the part of the brain responsible for decision making and focus. By quieting the mind and reducing stress, you can increase your ability to concentrate and tap into your creativity. Exercise has also been shown to have a positive impact on the brain. When you exercise, you release endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. Exercise has also been shown to have a positive impact on the brain. Exercise can also increase blood flow to the brain, which can help to improve focus and creativity. Therapy can be helpful in overcoming creative blocks because it can address underlying mental health issues that may be hindering creativity. For example, anxiety and depression can lead to negative self-talk and self-doubt, which can stifle creativity. Therapy can provide tools to overcome these mental barriers and increase confidence and motivation. Mind mapping and brainstorming with others can help to create new connections in the brain and stimulate creativity. By taking care of your bodies and minds, you can increase focus, reduce stress, and tap into your creativity in new and unique ways. In this episode, I have explored the topic of overcoming creative block. Common methods for overcoming creative blocks include taking a break, changing the environment, seeking inspiration, and trying less common methods such as meditation, exercise, or therapy. By incorporating these strategies into your creative practice, you can unlock your full creative potential and overcome the mental blocks that may have held you back in the past. If you're feeling stuck in your career pursuits, I encourage you to experiment with different approaches to overcome creative blocks. Don't be afraid to try something new or step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes the most unexpected solutions can be the most effective. Remember, everyone experiences creative blocks from time to time, so don't be too hard on yourself if you're feeling stuck. The most important thing is to keep pushing forward and trying new things, whether it's taking a break, seeking inspiration, or developing a growth mindset. There are many strategies you can use to overcome creative blocks and unlock your creative potential. So go ahead, try something new and see what works for you. You might just surprise yourself with what you're capable of. Remember, overcoming creative blocks is a journey and there's no one size fits all solution. Don't be afraid to experiment with different approaches and find what works best for you. With persistence, patience, and a growth mindset, you can overcome any creative block and continue to grow and develop as a creative person. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. My name is Fortune, and I'm your host on the Fortune Living Podcast. See you on my next episode.